What is up, guys? Welcome to Focus episode number 14, I believe it is. I'm going to do a bit of commentary because it's just easier and I want to go to the gym tonight. This is a pull session. I'm just going to talk about what I'm doing here. So I'm setting myself up. I use wraps for the rack pulls because they really destroy my hands. I used to not use wraps because I thought they would weaken your grip and my phone's ringing. I'll be back in a sec. Apologies for that, guys. Had to take that call very quickly. But here we are doing the rack pull. As you can see, I think the title of this episode will be Under Construction because FlyFit Ranelagh is currently under construction. But it's going to be pretty cool. I have the inside scoop and I hope, you can hear me here. So basically, you can see me here getting my breathing right, and then I'm kind of falling back instead of being over the rack pull, and I'm pulling my upper back and my lats back. I'm sticking my chest out, and I'm driving up through my heels, and I'm using my powerful bum muscles here, the gluteus maximus, and driving up. And this really is one of my favorite exercises because you can load up the bar and it's going to help with your deadlifts when you get to this point in your deadlift. A couple of quick tips is obviously use wraps if it hurts your hands. If you can't or if you don't want to, you are better off without them, so you will get good grip strength from it and stuff. So this actually looks like less weight, but we'll keep going here, see if I can give you any more tips. An alternative to the wraps would be chalk. But like I said, this particular exercise tends to just rip calluses off your hand, which is not the most pleasant experience. I always take a deep breath and make sure my whole body is tensed before I do a set of this exercise. Okay, this isn't rack pulls, that's great. This is actually shrugs. So I think there's just so much weight. I thought it was a rack pull. These are 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps on heavy dumbbell shrugs. And I know I'm kind of cheating a little bit here with the little hip thrust, but I'm putting more fibers under tension with the heavier weight. So anyway, here's a quick hit session. I fast forwarded because he wants to watch me ride this. Oh God, what are they called? I think I call an aerodynamic bike, but there's a special name for these. I'll put it in the description if I think of it. But FlyFit, I got these and they're just trying them out. It's pretty cool because you can put a setting on this one, so that every 20 seconds you go for 10-second bursts. So you can see me here, I'm on the 20-second rest period, and then it gets to a 10-second burst and I go really hard. I look so funny as well doing this. Look there, totally relaxed. Next minute, I even stood up for that one. So this jacks up the heart rate, and then it means I go home, and as I'm lying in my bed asleep, my body's eating up that unwanted fat, which is covering up all my beautiful muscles. So give these guys a shot. I wish I knew the name of this bike, it's kind of annoying, but anyway, we're coming on to the end of this little hit session, and there'll be more workouts featured in the second half of this video. Actually, it's mainly workouts, but I think there's a quick clip of my camera coming up here, so I might have to say goodbye. Yes, goodbye. Right, let's see if this works then. Now that was a very short intermission. Just a quick disclaimer, this is the potato camera. It's not the new camera. I just wanted to give you a quick glimpse of the quality. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't have a clue how to use the camera, but I know I needed a good camera, and this will be one I'll probably use for at least a few years. And it's something I needed, and it didn't cost me too much. Oh, there's a few builders in this one. It didn't cost me too much because I got a payout for my last camera, and then I got this one on a direct debit over 36 months. But if you pay it back within 6 months, it's interest free. So I'm going to pay it back within 6 months like I did for my MacBook. Anyway, let's talk about the exercises. This day I'm doing a push workout, and I'm doing 10 sets of 3 reps on the squat. I love the squat. I think it's a great exercise. You can see in my progress pictures that my legs are really tightening up. I haven't measured my legs and other body measurements in a while, but I do, because I lost the ones I had for the start of this phase, but I found the ones I had when I was a similar weight, when I was 141 kilos a few years ago, so I'm going to go off those ones. Anyway, guys, interesting thing about the squat, we've discussed it twice, like both weeks in my course to become a trainer in the National Sports College down in Sportsco in Ringsend, and we were discussing how low to go on squats. And it's quite interesting because I think why is a great thing to ask anyone or any program or any trainer. Always question why you're doing something. And in this particular case, I think it's hilarious with these guys walking around doing all the work. Is why do we squat the parallel? Like people get a lot of hate in the gym if they don't squat to a certain level. Now, if you can squat the parallel, go for it. If you can't, don't worry about it. Squat to your capabilities. But I am actually going to start incorporating maybe some half squats into my routine. I know this is very controversial, but it means you can load up more weight onto the bar and engage more fibers, and then you become more explosive from that kind of half squat position, that kind of out there, right? Because where are you ever in any sport or exercise really, apart from say powerlifting? So obviously I will be going parallel for powerlifting, but it will create kind of explosive power from about here upwards, so I might start incorporating them in. I just try everything, see what works for you, see how you feel, now we're on to the hip thruster. I never gave you the tips for the squat. Anyway, I'll shoot through the tips real quick. You can go low bar or high bar, find what works for you. Keep your head up, your chest out, keep your whole body tight as possible. You're driving through your heels. Like the bit I mentioned about the depth, keep that in mind. The heavier you go, the more fibers you're going to engage. Vary the squat if you want, from front bar to high bar to low bar to box squats, hack squats, deserter squats, all types of squats. I would recommend you get squat shoes. I really find them useful. If you want to try out a belt, I do also find that very useful. You want your legs about shoulder width apart, and then your knees kind of facing outwards, and then you're squeezing your bum in the lift to straighten out the bar. And then obviously watch your breathing. I like to take a deep breath and then do the squat and then get my breath back and take a deep breath because it tenses everything up. Also, just tips on this one, not as many. This is called a hip thruster. I'm kind of messing around here now, trying to turn the camera. So squeeze the glutes. This one really hits the glutes. It really hits the hamstrings. So you're driving your hips up and then squeeze the glutes and hamstrings to the top and really extend it out. What else is there to say? Protect yourself. Like you can see, I use the yoga mat there. This is just me basically resting. So here we go. So use that to protect yourself because this bar will fucking destroy you. And my last tip is just to do these exercises because no one really does the hip thruster, especially lads. But I think it's great for developing your lower body, to be honest. And that infamous peach, you can attribute a lot of this work here. Here I am just messing around. I think I kind of, look at me dancing away, happy as Larry here. Right guys, the last clip then coming up is just from after my sports college session on Thursday. Strength and conditioning, personal training. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end it here. Goodbye.
Okay, so what is up, guys? Right, so one thing that's annoying me already is I just can't tell if it's recording, but it obviously is. I just think I didn't have memory the last few times. Anyway, fucking happy days, man. I have a new camera, so that is delighted. Today is Thursday the 13th of October. I'm just back from my PT strength and conditioning gym instruction course, so started that last week. For those of you who didn't watch my RTV episode, this has been a dream of mine for a very, very, very long time. It was always my goal when I, not immediately, obviously it was to lose the weight, but when I became so passionate and fell so in love with going to the gym and changing my physique and cooking food, all that type of stuff. Like, this really is my passion. It's what I love to do. So I'm just back from that class there now. It's 3 hours on Thursdays, so that's great. What I wanted to do is just have a quick chat, but then also obviously I want to provide useful content, and by doing the course not only does it help me, but it helps you guys. So I want to kind of share, like, obviously this is like a positivity thing. I don't want to go through everything, and I mean, you can't go through everything in 3 hours. But I do want to start now. The camera's just in my hand, so I've no Gorilla Pod for it yet, or anywhere to put it. But anyway, not the end of the world. So there was a few things I wanted to touch on. Just wait there for a sec. Great, I have my notepad now. Okay, so go through a lot of stuff, but let me know what you want to do going forward. If you want me to cover what we cover in the course, so you can kind of learn a bit from that. Maybe I'll do 5 points in 5 minutes. Maybe I'll do just one video a week to, you know, review, or, you know, to some talking points and stuff like that. So obviously I'm learning how to be a coach. So one of the things I want to talk about was kind of taking a screening of a client, and kind of, it was interesting for me because I really need to put myself in other people's shoes. I'm used to my own journey and my own needs and my own weight and my own height, my own job, my own activity levels. But you really got to delve into someone else's shoes and see what works for them, what style, what activity levels they have in their job, how many meals they eat a day, what type of foods they eat, what are their stress levels like, how do they feel, do they have any kids, do they have any injuries. So there's so much stuff that's going to go into this, so it's going to be interesting, it's going to be challenging. Okay, while I was in there, I just read out my goals, did a little bit of visualization before we started, just so you know. Did a bit of CNF stuff, and then let's get into the actual note taking from the class. So another point I wanted to talk about was the fact that you might ask why I'm doing the course. I kind of just said why, but really it's going to give authority to what I'm saying, and I always felt like I knew what I was saying. I hope that. We're going to test that footage and just hopefully that it works, but let's just play around with this. Yeah, that should be better. So it's just really cool, guys, and I just think it's really going to help the channel. I'm so excited just to use the camera. I just wanted to talk to you on the camera. So tomorrow will be fun. I get my back waxed after work, and then I'm taking progress pictures tomorrow night. I'm doing a pull session in South Circular, of Life at South Circular, one of the guys. Hopefully I'll bring this bad boy down. Then I'm going home, take progress pictures, because I want to take them Friday night and Saturday morning, because I don't know when I'll look best. If you know when you would look best, let me know. Obviously you're fuller, pumped after a workout, but in the morning you're going to look smaller and skinnier, so I don't know really what I'm going for, but I'm going to do both, so I can look at them and decide. One thing I'm learning a lot in this course is no book is perfect, no trainer is perfect. A lot of people have different opinions on different exercises and how they should be done, so always ask why, and the importance of asking why is that done, why would you do that, etc, etc. One huge talking point is the squat. Why do we squat past parallel? Is there any sport, can you think of any sport in the world where the athletes are in below parallel positions? Everything is kind of from the 90-degree angle. You know, you're jumping, like explosive movements is from in around that 90-degree angle, so like a half squat. So it's interesting. Stuff like that, you know. Not saying that you should be doing half squats, but just kind of get your mind thinking, you know. Because a lot of the fitness industry is stuff that, oh, you just do that just because that's the way it's always been done. Bro science, stuff like that, you know. I was planning out stuff for my book here. I hope to release a book. I do this in between, like just when stuff comes to my head, I just write it down. It has to be done, okay? But obviously, I'm thinking of chapters for the book. The book, the name I'm thinking of is Transform. How to get your dream physique, or maybe how to completely change your body. Or, you know, I had a few different names. If you can think of a good name, let me know. Another name I had was Believe in Yourself, because I'm always saying that, but I don't want it to be about psychology. It's more about what do I have to do to lose X amount of weight, or to completely change how I look, to change my mindset, and all that type of stuff. So some of the chapters I had, obviously, an intro.
How's it going, lads? I just thought I'd check out this camera here, like, and see if the quality's good. So it's from a MacBook. I'm a little bit stressed here, like Sunday evening, but have this beautiful new camera, Canon, but everything I recorded on it won't go onto my PC, and it's breaking. my heart. I have a small bit of stuff like, but anyway, I'll see you guys later.
But there's nothing will stop me. My head is programmed on one thing, and that's the 1st of May 2017. 8 stone lighter, a lot healthier and lean. And that's the way it's going to stay. I'm not at the top of the mountain shouting down, telling people what to do. I'm climbing that mountain, and I'm trying to bring as many people with me as possible. A setback is only a setup for a comeback. And this is my comeback, and this is my story.